when that kite is flying there, disciplined by the thread at this end. In the discipline, the kite is mariyada. The moment the discipline goes, that freedom has no value. It is just a piece of paper. It's not a kite anymore. For all the potential India has, if for 10 years we can discipline this country, we got freedom without getting disciplined. For a typical Indian, freedom is he can piss wherever he wants. That's freedom illada. That's abuse of freedom. For 10 years, if we can discipline this country and then give it the freedom, we will not know what to do with the freedom. Right now, we are abusing the freedom because we have never been disciplined enough. And part of my exercise to restore this country to greatness is all my programs have to start on time. Latecomer will not be allowed. I don't care who it is. And latecomer will not be allowed is not my way of disrespecting a latecomer, gentlemen. Latecomer will not be allowed inside the program is my way of showing respect to all of you who come on time. If people can come whenever they want and sit, and he will be a VIP. Most of the latecomers are VIPs. He will not come and carefully sit there. He has to sit in the front row. And by the time he comes and does all this and people have, the whole flow of the program will be disturbed. So it has to start on time. I make my request to people, there is a reason behind it. When you cannot come for a 10:30 program by 10:30, you decide the previous night you want to wake up at 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock the wake-up call rings and you're not able to wake up. You snooze and wake up at 7:20. At the outset, it seems nothing is happening, but tremendous damage is happening. So when you set a goal saying that I'll build 100 crore organization, your own mind doubts you. Potential is there, but your own mind doubts you. You know how it doubts you? You can't even get up at 7 o'clock when you want to get up at 7 o'clock. You will achieve 100 crores. You can't even go to a place at 10:30 when you have to be there at 10:30. You think you will achieve at 10 crores. You know what your mind is asking you? If you can't even control what you can control, how are you going to achieve things which are beyond your control? If the enemy is outside, you can be helped. If the enemy is inside, how can you be helped? Somebody is carrying a knife and chasing you to stab, I can come in between and save you. Of course, if you're worth it. You're carrying a knife and running to stab yourself. Who can help you? When the enemy is outside, all these speeches will help you. When the enemy is inside, even he cannot help you. So when your mind starts doubting you, and it doubts you, when you say, I will come by 7 o'clock and you're not able to come by 7 o'clock, it doubts you. When you want to wake up at a time and you cannot wake up at a time, it doubts you. And over a period of time, we build a lot of subconscious doubts, and so much subconscious doubts that we have built. Now when you want to achieve something very big in life, even if everybody around you believes you can, your own inside doubts you and asks you this question, that you can't even get up at a time at which you want to get up. You think you will be able to achieve all this, and when your mind has doubted you, there's no, even if everybody believes you, but if your own subconscious does not believe in you, you're not going anywhere in life. Even if nobody believes you, but if your subconscious is ready to believe in you, even God cannot stop you from achieving what you want to achieve in life. And you build this subconscious belief. How do I build this subconscious belief? By making a commitment and honoring a commitment. By making a promise and living by the promise, my own subconscious, anything. You tell, have you told your child before coming to this program, child said, Appa, I will also come. You wanted to leave the child and come. You don't want the child to hear that Mahatriya called you Duryodhana of a different degree. So you left the child and came. And you told the child, when I come back, I'll get you chocolates. You are not going home without those chocolates. You made a promise, you will live up to that promise. You will live up to that promise. You told your parents tomorrow morning you're going to take them to the temple because tonight you will be practicing liquid spirituality and tomorrow solid spirituality. But somewhere, nth round, your head weight went up. But because you made a commitment to your parents, you will take them to the temple tomorrow. No matter what happens, you will take them to the temple tomorrow. You made a commitment and you will honor this commitment. If when I was telling you that the next 365 days, no matter what happens, you will obey the traffic laws, and your head has nodded, no matter what. Not for my sake. You live through that for 1 year, your subconscious belief goes up.